So I thought I would do another collector's edition unboxing today, mostly because this one, sort of has a bit of a personal connection, in the sense that the collector's edition box art for Bloodstained Curse of the Moon was drawn by Tom Du Bois, who we interviewed, and we actually uh, helped connect him with Limited Run, who did this physical collector's edition. We kind of have contact with them, and after we interviewed Tom Du Bois, we just sort of sent a message saying, "Hey, we met the guy who did all this great Konami artwork, and obviously." Curse of the Moon is very inspired by Dracula's Curse. Of course, we didn't know at the time Limited Run was going to be doing it. But we, sort of connected them, exchanged emails, and and this came out of it. That was quite a pleasant surprise. I'm really glad that Tom is able to get work like this now. He's sort of making a comeback, I think, or has potential to make a further comeback in the video game art scene. And it's so cool to see his talents put to work in this sort of style. I really particularly like how they follow the classic Konami style of box with this sort of silver border. I know Tom didn't particularly care for that because it cropped out so much of his artwork, and he didn't know it was going to be cropped out. But it is, for us anyway, kind of a nostalgic sort of image and framing. So yeah, and this is a good game. I played through it on PS4, I think. This whole new world came with it. I had never heard of this until they did a limited run for it, but I believe it has a reversible cover, because the artwork that they showed on limited run had this silver thing too. So I kind of wanted to open that and check it out. This is also a very cool looking NES era inspired game. But yeah, I wanted to take a look at this. I don't often buy collector's editions. I prefer to save the money and just get the standard, but I had to get this one just because of Tom Du Bois. My preferred shrink wrap opening tool is a push pin. I feel like it's smaller and less unwieldy, less likely to accidentally damage something. I got the Switch version of this because the PS4 version came in a larger case, and this one is actually like true NES size. I actually ordered some extra NES box protectors so I can, it's neat that it's a real NES sized box. It's even it's actually a slip. Oh, that's neat. So the outer sleeve is kind of glossy, and the inner is actually much more like this is much more like a true NES box. That's very neat. It's even got a limited run Nintendo seal of quality style thing. I like having a version that doesn't have the ESRB, because that's a little more true. Yeah, that's cool. That's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. The C on Curse of the Moon actually almost makes me think more of Contra than Castlevania. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I love this. All right, let's see if I can open it up relatively carefully. It feels like a pretty sturdy stock of cardboard. Oh yeah, that was some masterful opening there. The Vita version also came in an NES-sized box, which I I didn't even know the game came out on Vita, to be honest. And then this, I believe, was drawn by the Japanese artist. If I'm, is it the same artist that did most of Igarashi's Castlevania artwork? I honestly don't know for sure. Like, isn't it like Ayumi something? I feel like it starts with an A. Good old push pin. The nice thing about unboxing collector's editions is because I honestly forget usually what even comes in it. So it's going to be a surprise. Obviously, this is just the game. I'm sure it has a manual though. Nice artwork inside. I'm looking forward to. I can't believe Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, the main Bloodstained game, comes out in June. It looks really awesome. I liked the last trailer they did for it a lot. They kind of showed some of the beta footage versus like the finalized footage, and it's just got a really beautiful look to it. And so got a little manual, as you usually do with limited run games. Looks like it's not much of a manual. It's just got story and some character information. Sort of seems to explain their strengths and weaknesses. Unfortunately, this game is not integer scaled. You know, as much as I do respect what Inti Creates does, they do have a bad habit of non-integer scale. I don't even know why that would happen with inspired by retro game. You know, you should just do square pixels, really. Why not? Or do, you know, 4x 5x pixels or something. I believe this is probably, this is huge. Which artwork is this? Or it might be. I guess it might be double-sided. Now I do, you know, I do wish Limited Run didn't do folded posters. I would definitely. So on this side, I guess, is the Japanese artwork. And on this side is Tom Du Bois artwork. So I mean, it's very, very good. It's beautiful blown up like this. It's very, very crisp. But I wish these posters weren't folded. I would definitely frame this if, you know, it was rolled up. Even if it meant a smaller poster, you know? Even if it was just like, you know, like Strictly Limited does just postcards. You know, just nice. I mean, they're small, but, you know, you can frame postcards. You could put it in a little frame. Like, the folds in these kinds of posters, I mean, they're fun to take out every now and then and just look at, but I would never frame it, you know? So that's always a disappointment. You know, posters like that. But I'm pretty sure there is a soundtrack in here, is there not? Which is, you know, always an incentive. You know, it's just a simple, it's not even a case, but you know that is pretty common. You know, Xseed and companies like that tend to do that as well. So you know, I'm okay with this style of, you know, as long as it's a complete soundtrack, which I mean this does have a lot of tracks, so it's probably complete. You know, that collector's editions that just have like a, you know, a sound selection, you know, it might only be like 8 tracks or something, that does not do a lot for me. But I'm always interested in buying a collector's edition if it has a soundtrack and Tom Du Bois artwork. Anything else in here? Oh, that's neat. That's fun. Sort of glued on the bottom, little loose on the bottom. That's a fun little thing. see if I put it in that way, it somewhat covers it. I don't know if I don't know if I'll actually use it like that. It's the thought is nice though. And I think that's all. This is a really sturdy box. I mean, the box was definitely the main selling point here. I appreciate the soundtrack for sure. But the box is the main selling point for the collector's edition. I just had to have it because of that Tom Du Bois. You know, this artwork on the box means much more to me than the poster. Although the poster does have it without the silver bars, which is nice. I guess there might be a little more visible. Ooh, don't crease it even more. Yeah, actually, believe it or not, this is, I think, the only Tom box I own. No, I've got Hyperstone Heist. Do I have anything else on Genesis? I don't know. But yeah, sadly, I don't have any of the NES ones. I've just got, you know, cartridges. Well, okay, and so that's the main thing, but let's just open this real quick for fun. Since it was also kind of Konami inspired. I don't know if that really follows for the developers. I don't know if it's really necessarily a Konami inspired game, but it is definitely NES inspired. It's got a very NES color palette. Having a little hard time here. But certainly with Limited Run's artwork, they took a Konami inspired angle. I believe this must be one of the ones that they like randomly ship with the art flipped one way and then the other. Yeah. So the artwork is flipped. Let's flip it. It's got Japanese text here. I'm not sure if this is a Japanese game or not. The developer says Mad Gear. Reminds me of good old Carlson, the guy who sells stuff at conventions. His booth is called Mad Gear. He sells imports, but I'm sure there is no relation. Yeah, there you go. So you have add a little Konami inspired artwork to your shelf. I think the print quality on the other side might be a little higher. Well, it's probably about the same. It's probably about the same. But I want the Konami style side facing forward. Yeah, this game looks interesting. It's the screenshots on the back almost look like they're almost composite quality. Is it like this on this as well? No, these are really sharp. These look like, they almost look like like composite CRT shots. That's funny. That's funny. But this game, it looks cool. It's got like, let's see, it's like flipped there on the back. It when you jump, when you fall down a pit, you come out on the other side in like a kind of a reversed gravity world. This appears to be like Japanese comic in here. That's interesting. I wonder. I want to research if this is a Japanese game. I honestly have no idea. But it looks like a very interesting game. I'd like to, maybe I'll stream it soon or something. So yeah, there you go. Some cool throwback NES era packaging. Very, very, very fun.